Breaking news tonight near 3 Points, a deadly crash. 4 suspects in custody after they tried to run from the Border Patrol and caused this deadly accident. Pima County deputies say the men were driving down Sierrita Road around 5 tonight when the Border Patrol in an SUV noticed something suspicious and made a U-turn to follow them.
Yeah, this actually spooked the driver who tried to get away from the agents, but hit a car head-on while trying to get away. 2 men got out and ran, but were caught by Border Patrol. 2 others stayed with the car, where authorities discovered they are undocumented. The driver of the car they hit was killed in the crash. She had 1 passenger who has non-life-threatening injuries. Sierrita Mountain Road will remain closed for about another hour or so.
Hello and thanks for watching Tonight at 10. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Stella Inger. Today marks 4 years since a deadly shooting on the Northwest Side claimed the lives of 6 people and hurt 13 others. At
10:10 a.m., the same time as the attack in 2011, Mayor Jonathan Rothschild rang a bell for each of the victims. KGUN-9's Justin Shecker has observed our city's healing. He joins us live from the scene of the shootings on Oracle and Ina.
Guy and Stella, good evening to you. Today is a day to remember the 6 lives lost in the shooting here at this Northwest Side Safeway during the Gabby Giffords Congress on Your Corner event. Now over here at the Safeway Memorial plaque, you can see this flower vase in the front with their 6 names. 9-year-old Christina Green, the little girl who loved baseball. Dorothy Morris, a retired secretary from Oro Valley. Federal Judge John Roll, who this past year had a courthouse in Yuma dedicated in his honor. Phyllis Schneck, a great-grandmother from New Jersey. And Dorwin Stoddard, a retired construction worker who was active in his church. And Gabe Zimmerman, the outreach director for Gabby Giffords. 13 were injured in the shooting, some seriously, like Congresswoman Giffords, who we've watched make a tremendous recovery in the past 4 years. Now again, look at all the flowers left here to honor those victims from the shooting. Now next week, the January 8th Memorial Foundation will host the 4 finalists who've been selected to submit designs for a permanent memorial downtown. Reporting live on the Northwest Side, I'm Justin Shecker, KGUN-9 on your side.
Justin, thank you. Another remembrance at Tohono Chul Park. In the days and years that followed the attack, the park became a place of healing for many Tucsonans. And today, Ben's Bells and the University of Arizona took time to continue the tradition and give back to some of the people who were there that day.
It's a very hard day. I know exactly where I was every minute of every hour of this day. And half the memories are ecstatic and filled with joy and laughter and jumping up and down with the happiest 9-year-old you ever saw. And then it's just disaster, a preventable tragedy.
Visitors were encouraged to sit and talk with others and write down their thoughts to commemorate the day. Well, many others commemorated the anniversary from places outside of Arizona. Newly elected Congresswoman Martha McSally spoke on the House floor.
Today, as the bells rang out from the University of Arizona, and during that moment of silence that followed, our community, united and strong, proclaimed that with one voice, we will never forget those we lost.
Perhaps the most well-known survivor of the January 8th shooting is former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. She and her husband, Mark Kelly, met with President Obama today while he was in Phoenix during his speech. Mr. Obama called Giffords a great Arizonan and says he is proud of her.
The president had other business to attend to while in Arizona. He spoke to more than 1,000 people at a high school in Phoenix. As Katie Connor reports, some attended out of support, others wanted answers about what is next to help our state.
How long would you wait in line to see the president?
4 hours. 4 hours, 5 hours.
Some just wanted a peek at the president, and this was their view.
It's better than being outside.
Others, like Kristen Harris,
I'm a realtor here,
came for answers.
The housing market right now is pretty flat, is what we like to call it.
We are moving in the right direction.
To move in the right direction, Obama says he will reduce annual mortgage premiums to 0.85%, a big savings.
Enough to save the average new borrower more than $900 a year.
Obama also touted his success in dealing with the real estate crash. Since 2009, foreclosures have dropped from $5,000 a month to less than $350.
America is coming back.
Anything that we can do to help stimulate our economy, help people get back into buying homes.
I think there are some of the things that we've already heard him say.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
But it's great to have a plan that will ultimately benefit a lot of the middle class.
Phoenix is clearly doing better, but what about Tucson? Our home prices were hit just as hard as anyone's. The Tucson Association of Realtors says median home prices are stabilizing, but still lower than they were in the hottest days of the housing bubble.
We are still about 25% below peak prices from 2005, 2006. So although we're still coming up off the bottom, we still have quite a substantial way to go.
Foreclosures are down and there are fewer bargain-hunting investors looking to buy. That means less drastic changes in pricing, an encouraging sign for buyers.
Now, your first warning weather with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen.
Boy, for a storm system that's fairly weak and really didn't have the best of dynamics with it, we did see some decent rain, lots of moisture, that's no doubt. On Catalina Highway today, it was rain, not snow falling. That may have disappointed the folks there. Ski Valley was closed today because the conditions on the slope just not the greatest, with that rain actually melting some of the snow. But Catalina Highway is still open and expecting to stay just above freezing there tonight. So not too terribly concerned about that new rain turning over to ice this evening. Our clouds, though, moving across the area to the west. They're all spinning in from this area of low pressure that's been tracking in from the south. Most of our rain has dissipated now, but you might still see a few spotty showers here and there. 54 degrees currently at Tucson's airport, where our humidity a whopping 71%. Wind is from the east at 13 miles per hour. So about a 30 to 40% chance you'll still run into a few sprinkles yet this evening, basically before midnight. But don't put that umbrella away just yet. We have more opportunities for rain. I'll tell you when, coming up.
Aaron, thank you. 5 people recovering tonight after a crash between 3 different cars. Rural Metro says it happened on South Nogales Road around 7:30 tonight. Damage was so severe to one car, one person had to be removed with the jaws of life. We can tell you that person is in life-threatening condition tonight. The other 4 people have less serious injuries. They are expected to be okay. All patients are being treated at UAMC. Drivers on the northwest side may have thought they were back in the Old West this afternoon. Check this out. Police are not sure how it happened, but 5 horses got loose and started galloping down Oracle Road. It happened around 2 this afternoon. Deputies quickly responded to the scene, and with the help of a few citizens, they managed to actually corral the animals in an apartment parking lot. No people or animals were hurt. The horses are now back with their owner.
As intelligence agencies all over the world scramble to learn all they can about the 2 suspects in yesterday's deadly attack in Paris, there is a massive manhunt to find them. U.S. security officials say that Kouachi traveled to Yemen in 2011. While he was there, he reportedly received training in the use of weapons by al-Qaeda. Meanwhile, an intense manhunt is underway for Saeed and his brother Sharif. French sources say police are using helicopters to track the pair in a wooded area northeast of Paris. Authorities think they're responsible for killing the 12 people at a satirical paper, Charlie Hebdo.
1,500 Girl Scouts and parents filled McHale Center tonight for the kickoff of cookie season. You can't buy them just yet. They'll go on sale in 9 days. But 9 Your Size Justin Schecker has more on the new cookies and how the girls are expanding their sales strategy.
Every Girl Scout has a favorite flavor.
Samoas. Mints. Samoas.
And a goal in mind. How many bucks?
1,000 or more. 84. 100. 1,000.
9-year-old Brianna Ahmad sold 6,000 boxes last year, more than any other Girl Scout in the state. What's your goal this year?
6,000, possibly 7,000.
Think you can reach it again?
Yeah.
She shared the key to her success.
Just be kind to the people and not be rude, because if you're rude, they're not going to want to sell from you.
For the first time, these future Southern Arizona businesswomen are selling their cookies online.
Each girl can go and make their own website, totally personalize it, and send it to their friends and family. So they truly become an entrepreneur, an online entrepreneur.
I have family out of state, so that would help with them.
This season, 2 new cookies are making their debuts.
We have a gluten-free cookie, which has been really in demand the last couple of years as we as Americans get more healthy.
The other, Rah Rah Raisins, an oatmeal raisin cookie with Greek yogurt flavored chunks. All of the Girl Scout
Cookies!
go on sale a week from Saturday. At McHale Center, Justin Schecker, KGUN-9 on your side.
I think I'm going to try the oatmeal raisin.
I'm going to stick with peanut butter.
Peanut butter, okay.
He has spent much of his life in service to others.
Jack Paris is finally deciding to call it quits, but KGUN-9 is thankful for his connection to our very own Guy Ashley right here. We'll tell you why and more about him coming up.
You ask, we investigate. If you have something you want us to look into that affects our community, just call 290-7726 or email us news@kgun9.com. His plan was to spend a couple of years at the community food bank. He wound up staying 8. Tomorrow, Jack Paris is going to retire, but not before doing a lot of good for a whole lot of people.
I think it's time for me to move on and do some non-work things and have some fun.
And who can blame him? At the age of 81, Jack Paris has postponed retirement a long time, but for a very good reason.
I think all of the people that work at the community food bank, when we go home at night, we have a great feeling because we've helped people who are in need. And I think that's probably the utmost thing that I find in myself, and most satisfying thing is that I've been able to help people and help our community.
During his watch, Paris has witnessed phenomenal growth in the food bank's reach.
When I came here in 2007, the community food bank served mainly the metropolitan area of Tucson here. And since that time, we've grown to where we serve 5 counties in southern Arizona, over 23,000 square miles now.
What you may not know is that before his service at the food bank, Jack Paris oversaw the PBS TV station in Tucson, and before that, he was general manager at KGUN-9, where he hired a young man from Oklahoma in 1984.
Can I tell that story about seeing you walking down the ramp from the airport? And I thought we had gone through a number of news anchors, and I said, boy, I hope Guy stays for a little while. And you stayed, and you stayed, and you stayed. So thank you.
No, Jack, thank you. Mine is just one of many lives you've touched, and we all wish you many happy years to come. And I'd like to add that Jack credits much of his success to his lovely wife, Joyce, who has always been there to support him.
Jack, once again, thank you. And tomorrow we are working closely with the Community Food Bank and Suntran for a Stuff the Bus event. The 9 on Your Side team will be at HLS Properties, River Oaks. That's at 7730 East Broadway, west of Pantano. We're going to be broadcasting live from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Remember, for every dollar you donate, the food bank can turn that into $9 worth of food. So please stop by, bring a can of food, or donate on the spot. We're going to be there. Take a picture with us, and you can also, at the same time, help out the community.
You'll get some selfies tomorrow, won't you?
Just a few, maybe.
I would imagine so, yeah.
So now we know who hired Guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thankful
Jack,
for it.
And you stayed, and you stayed, and you stayed. And we thank you for staying. All right, this rain may seem as though